To some this may look like a waste of time, but these guys take their craft seriously. Competitive gaming is in full swing at Stony Brook with the release of Capcom's Street Fighter 4 last month. To these players, it's an art, a far cry from people trying their luck by pressing random buttons on the controller.
Anyone who plays the game for a sufficient amount of time will tell you it's not button mashing. The best example of that is if you take someone who's a tournament player, like in Street Fighter, or a tournament winner, and you put them against someone who hasn't won a tournament or hasn't gone to tournaments, the tournament will almost always easily beat whoever the other person is.
Even at an intermediate level, you need to have an understanding of a lot of things. You need to understand how much lag there is in each of your moves, how many, how much priority a move has, how many frames it takes.
Yeah, they have all this information online. Like exactly how many frames each move takes. So once you study that.
Exactly how many moves does the actual hit come out? I mean, how many frames does the actual hit come out? How many frames does the hit stun, where the opponent can't attack you afterwards? All these things are very, very detailed, and if you want to be good at the game, I'm not saying that you have to know each and every frame, but you have to have a basic understanding of spacing, timing, and prioritizing.
To improve at the game and get better, you definitely have to be dedicated. But to understand the basics of the game, understand the general idea, also having a practical technique in the game, then you have to be able to play at least 1 or 2 days a week in order to build up. And maybe if you keep doing that over a month or two, then you would be fit to be in the competitive level in tournament play. But you probably won't be good enough to actually win a tournament.
Other popular games on campus include the Super Smash Bros. Series developed by Nintendo. The games are deceptively cute according to their die-hard fans.
I didn't start playing Smash until about freshman year of college, actually, so I guess 2.5 years ago. At first, I thought, it was a silly looking game. I didn't think it was a serious game until I met Jesse, and then he kind of showed me that it was like a competitive game. That was fun.
Have you been to any tournaments on campus?
Yeah, the anime club hosts a few tournaments. We try to go to them. That's actually where I met a lot of the players I play with, other than the ones who live in my building.
So all these people, Robin and Theo, do you know them all through the Smash clubs?
Yeah, I met Robin at the first anime club tournament fall of freshman year, and then he had some friends who also played, and then we all started hanging out and playing.
As for the question of what's more popular on campus,
I don't know, it's hard to say. Both have a pretty large group of people who know competitive stuff.
There's also a bit of overlap,
Yeah, it's
Robin's
often the
basically
same people,
both. Yeah.
who are into both games.
So why aren't you in there playing right now?
Because I gave up video games for a while.
translation, I'm missing out on practice.
Have you ever been to any of those GameStop tournaments?
GameStop tournaments, no, because I just recently came to the U.S. I came here 3 years ago. So back in where I was from, Thailand, we didn't have any competitive games hosted there. I would watch tournament videos of these games, but I could never have a sparring partner for it.
Or they just start spamming stuff?
Well, you could do that to be annoying, and it would still probably work against a casual player, but it's not fun for anyone involved, do it to be a jerk.
The guys, who can be found at the respective Street Fighter and Super Smash Bros. At Stony Brook Facebook groups, look forward to meeting new challengers at their first ever official Street Fighter 4 tournament, which is to be held this April 25th at Animated Perspectives in Stony Brook University. Perhaps you'd like to join them in an epic bout of wasting your time. They hope to see you there. May everyone's grades suffer.